Welcome back. Today, for our spooky Halloween special, we are going to be making a big pumpkin cake. Well, it's not actually a pumpkin cake, but it's a cake in the shape of a big pumpkin. This is my inspiration right here. So we're going to take one bundt cake pan. We're going to make 2 bundt cakes in it, and then we're going to put some icing in between, and then slap them together, and it'll be one big pumpkin cake. And then we'll put a bit more icing on top and maybe decorate it a little bit. And it's supposed to be pretty awesome, so let's get into it. So for the first step, you're gonna want to oil your pan. I already did it. You can use butter, or I use some coconut butter, and you just wanna make sure that you get it in every crack and crevice, so that the whole thing, there can't be a single spot that's empty. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take some regular all-purpose flour, and we're going to sprinkle it in here, all around the edges. And what we're gonna do is we're going to kind of tap it around until the entire area is coated, just kind of like this, shaking it around until all the little bits of the pan are covered. You want to make sure that it's fully coated. Okay, now that we have this pan all nice and coated with flour, we're going to set this aside for a little bit, and we're going to put 2 cups of sugar into our mixing bowl and 3 sticks of butter. And then we're going to mix this up until it's nice, light, and fluffy. Okay, so now that we have it all nice and mixed up, we're going to add a tablespoon of vanilla extract in there. And we're going to add 4 eggs. And then we're going to mix this up until it's nice and smooth. Okay, so now we have to mix the dry ingredients. So what we're going to do is we're going to mix in 3 cups of all-purpose flour. Splash. Going to mix in 6 tablespoons of cornstarch. And then we're going to mix in a teaspoon of salt. And last but not least, 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Now we're going to whisk this together, and then we're going to mix in something else, I don't know. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to alternate adding in a little bit of our dry mixture and 1 cup of milk into this butter mixture, all the butter, sugar, and eggs and vanilla. So let's get it. Okay, so now that we have all of our ingredients mixed together, we're going to take our floured pan right here, and we're going to put in the mix into here. Okay, so now that we have it already in the pan, we're going to throw this in the oven at 350 for about 45 to 55 minutes. And don't forget, you're gonna have to reuse this pan and do this whole process again. But I promise you, it's gonna be worth it. So into the oven. Now we wait. Okay, so I just had these 2 cakes sitting in the fridge overnight, and I just whipped up some easy buttercream frosting. You can find pretty much any recipe online, they're all the same almost. And it's just some powdered sugar, a little bit more than a cup of butter, a tablespoon of milk, and some vanilla. And so what I did first is I took one of the bundt cakes, flipped it upside down, and I just spread not a ton of icing on it because, I have to spare some. Just enough to glue it together. And so now that we have this, I'm just gonna take the other cake very carefully, and I'm going to try and match it up with the pattern so it looks nice, just like that. That looks pretty good. And now I'm just gonna spread the rest of this frosting all over the top and decorate it. I don't know, you guys can do whatever you want. I'm gonna try and make it look a bit more like a real pumpkin over there. Well, I tried to make it look like a pumpkin. I think I did a pretty good job, and I don't think there's much more I could have done to make it look better. So if you wanna take your own shot at it, go ahead and try and see how fun you can make it, and happy Halloween.